Okay, Jay, you have gone and done it. Jay of RIP Films, of RIP Films. Tag me. Again! I've been tagged again! So I have to come up with 5 more random facts. So here we are. Number 1. I am a survivor. That's right. I am a survivor. Of what? Of a Japanese mafia kidnapping. That's right. How many people can say that? So it's, God, back in, what was it, 1980 or something like that? Anyway, I took my one-woman dance act to a club in Nagoya, Japan. Little did I know, it was run by the Japanese mafia. Woohoo! By day, I was the Farrah Fawcett of Japan. I'd taken a blonde wig to Japan, and during the day, I was doing commercials with this wig on, and they'd finish a commercial, I'd be there with my blonde wig, and then I would take it off, and they would see the dark hair, and they go, oh, so desu ka, oh, shimo, It was a lot of fun. I really liked that. But it wasn't a lot of fun being kidnapped. There were some patrons who came to our club. They had some missing fingers, so but they were very nice, and the club owner said that they're okay to go out and have dinner with them, and we did. We went to myself and my friend Jill, I'll call her Jill, and we went out to about 5 different clubs that evening, and about 4 o'clock we hit the last club, and Godfather music. It was like a Casablanca-like club. It looked like Casablanca from the movie Casablanca, and they played the Godfather theme, and I actually danced to this. And after that, we were supposed to get in the car and go back to the hotel, only it looked like we were going out of town, way out of town. And I looked at Jill and I said, I think that I think they're taking us somewhere where we're not supposed to go. And our date mates didn't speak very much. In fact, they didn't speak any English. We spoke a little Japanese. So my broken English and broken Japanese, I was saying, oh, Jill, my father is Ichiban friend, the President of the United States of America, and went to school. I can't remember the Japanese word, but school with, Mr. President, and they're best friends. And now father has Ichiban job with the U.S. government, and I always call him when I get back to the hotel. Well, the driver, the 2 bad guys, overhearing this are going, ooh, and they were just kind of talking amongst themselves. And of course, I was just being very nonchalant about this, and all of a sudden, you turn, and they start going back to the hotel. Yes! Anyway, number 2. I talk to dead people. That's right, I speak to dead people. A lot of my friends have passed on, and hey, what can I say? The friendship continues. Life goes on. I love talking to dead people. Anyway, number 3. I do dimensional travel. What? Yep, that's true. And when I was 17, I had an amazing experience where I broke on to the other side. It was an amazing experience, not something I was used to. It was quite an extraordinary experience. I had contacted the America's Junior Miss program to see if I could write an article about the California program and get that article into 17 magazine. I was invited to partake in the program. I said there's no way I could do that. I'm not a beauty pageant kind of gal. I just want to write the article. They said, this is not a beauty pageant, this is a scholarship program. I said, don't you have to have a talent? They said, I sing, dance, whatever. I said, I don't do any of that stuff. I do dance in my bedroom. And they said, well, why don't you try doing that? I said, I've never danced in front of anybody. I'll probably fall flat on my face. And they said, well, wouldn't that be a more interesting article? I walked right into that one. Anyway, what happened, I was able to get into that space where, after a week of being loved and cared for by all these people, this was my dance of thank you, and within this sphere, I broke into a dimension, an experience I'd never experienced before or since, and I was dancing around in outer space, and the music stopped, and the experience stopped. And a day later, I was chosen as California's Junior Miss, and that was quite anticlimactic. I went on to be 3rd run-up to America's Junior Miss, but nothing could ever compare to this experience of going into that dimension. and feeling that just universal love, and having a dual experience of actually being on the stage, seeing, you know, the audience out there, as well as being in this unlimited space, outer space. It's just amazing. Dimensional travel. I highly recommend it. Number 4. I'm extremely psychic, and at times I can predict the future as well as read minds. And I'm not trying to read minds. Sometimes it just happens. But oftentimes I just have images of things that will happen, feelings of things, sensing people's issues or destiny, and or somebody just tells me about their screenplay, and I can understand aspects that need to be adjusted, I guess you could say. To give you an example of, I guess it was 1997, I had a dinner with John Voight, and I had met John and his daughter Angelina many years before, and I had a vision of her as this peacemaker. And in 1997, she wasn't famous. She had just done a movie of the week, and I told John that I really predicted that she would be bringing a great deal of light to the planet. And he looked at me and he thought I was crazy because she had been very self-destructive. But that was very clear to me. The energy was very clear at that time, and I didn't question it. But anyway, these feelings always come to pass, whether it's a vision or as I said, reading somebody's mind. Number 5. Once a year, I go into 30 days of silence. This last year, it will be twice because I hurt my vocal cords, and it was a forced vow of silence. I wasn't a vow of silence. It was forced by the doctors. But normally I go into 30 days of silence a year, and I get my writing done, and it's really quite a spiritual quest as well. So maybe I'll do cue cards in my future videos. So there you have it. Now I've got to choose 5 more people to tag, and you can take a look at the side there and get a glimpse of 5 more YouTubers who are being tagged and a little bit of information about them. And thank you for letting me play along and tag. You're it. My first tag is Helen Trimble of HellTrim12, and I made her this luscious, loud scarf because she said she loves loud colors and things like that. And she's wonderful, and I love her, and she was my very first YouTube friend. I love you, Helen, and you're tagged. Okay, number 2 tag for James, a bedoboy, all the way over there in Ireland. He's actually singing country and western songs every once in a while. He doesn't have a cowboy hat, so I am going to send him a cowboy hat. Maybe not this one, but I will send you a cowboy hat, James. You got to have a cowboy hat if you're going to sing country and western. No, I am not auditioning for the part of Cher in a movie of the week. This is actually about, and it's for Danielle of Danny Girl 100. I love her videos. She's so much fun, and she loves to belly dance, and she's going to be great. Your tag. My number 4 tag is Punky Boy 1, who always compliments me on my wigs and leaves sweet messages. So anyway, I said he could borrow one of my wigs anytime, but instead I'm going to send him this wig. It's very versatile. You can even, well, you can do all kinds of fun things with it. Anyway, Punky Boy 1, thanks for keeping the sun shining, and keep up the positivity. Number 5 is Jason of imclosetfree. Jason, I love you. Jason is my spiritual brother, and I am so, so proud of him. Jason, I'm so proud of everything that you're doing. You are such a blessing. So anyway, I just want to say God bless you, and also, may the force be with you. That's why I have a Darth Vader autograph for you. Anyway, it's from Dave Prowse, a very good friend of mine. He just had an operation. If you check the link, please go to the link, send him a get well card. Anyway, may the force be with all of you, and thank you for letting me play tag with you. And don't forget to check out RIPFilms, because Jay is a wonderful filmmaker. He does a lot of collaborations, and with RIPFilms, Christmas is every day, and you'll see why, because he's one of the best Santas ever. Check his videos out.